Yo, it's your brother up north, better than Jordan. He ain't get that break. And welcome back to the Break Podcast. Here on this podcast, we acknowledge all-star athletes who was a star in their city. Today is no different. We got my man Tom.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. Is there any way we can see you?
Let me see. There we go. There we go.
Oh, my man, right there.
What's
What's up?
going on,
Yeah,
brother? What's going on?
I'm chilling, bro. Uh,
Okay.
can you tell the people your name? Where you from and what high school you went to?
Tony Coleman, from Oakland, but I went to high school in Hayward, Mount Eden.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna get
I
right
had a
on.
little bit of Hayward in me too, a little bit of Hayward High. I had to stay in Hayward High a little
Come
bit.
on, man. It's only right, man. It's
Yeah,
all the day. It's all love. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah, for
Listen,
sure.
uh, what age you pick a ball up, Tom?
Um, I would have to say, man, I would say probably about fourth grade, maybe fifth grade, but I didn't take it serious until fifth grade when I came to Hayward.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Was it
I was
was
a baseball player, baseball and football. That's what I was playing when I was, out in Oakland and running around. That's all we played was baseball and football. It wasn't really no basketball for real.
what was it in Hayward that made you fall in love with basketball?
You know what? I don't know. At that time, this where all the hoopers was at. You know what I mean? Then I went to John Muir, and when I went there, John Muir Elementary School in Hayward.
Yeah.
When I went there, that's when I, met a lot of the hoopers. It was that's where I met B Dot. B
Yeah.
Dot was up there. There's a few of us that came up out of that area. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Of course.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Of
yeah,
course. Of
yeah.
course. Was it anybody that made you want to hoop? Like that put the ball in your hands that was like, okay, this what we gonna focus on.
I would
Or
have to say, Pops, but like I said before, we didn't really come to Hayward for hoop. You know,
right.
uh, Pop seen me playing baseball, and he ended up getting a little apartment manager gig out there Hayward. So we ended up moving out there. So he was trying to find everything baseball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I guess around the time we moved, we weren't really nothing baseball, and the only thing that was open up was basically basketball. And it's
Okay.
crazy how I first started. My dad had met this dude out here by the name of like David Reed. I don't know if anybody remember him.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
and then that was his little friend, whatever the case may be. But he ended up coaching some league called NJB. Remember
Yep.
NJB?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah. So and then I would say from there it was history from
Yeah.
NJB. Yeah. From
Straight up.
NJB. That's where everybody was at NJB.
Okay. What? So you playing NJB? Do you remember anybody playing with you besides? I'm sure was B Dot out there.
He died. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Was
Me and B Dot been playing since fifth grade. Since fifth grade, man, we've been playing damn near on the same team.
Yeah.
Since John Muir. Um, uh, yeah, but we played NJB in Hayward. Um, Matt was on our team before NJB.
Matt
Uh,
Perry.
yeah, Matt Perry.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um, Dot played with us
Okay.
before
Yep.
NJB.
Yep.
Um, all the cats. All the cats
Yeah.
played
All the
there.
boys. What?
Yeah.
So you playing with somebody like B Dot? What made you go to Mount Eden opposed to going to Hayward?
Well, my eighth grade year, it was me and Diamond. We blew up Winton. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
We killed everybody in our little eighth grade year, and the whole thing was trying to get to Hayward. You know what I'm saying? Mount Eden wasn't really nobody all like that. You know what I'm saying? It was either Hayward High or basically nothing for real.
Right.
You know what I
Got you.
mean?
Got you.
Far as hooping.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We went up there my freshman year. Things didn't work out for me. Things worked out for him. Um, so I ended up trying to transfer to Mount Eden. Then I had to sit a sophomore. Sit my sophomore year. So,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, I mean, that was it basically. You know,
That was pretty much it. Let me
yeah.
ask you. I want to touch back on this. I heard you say you was playing with Diamond. How was that chemistry in middle school?
Oh man, we was dominant, bro. Couldn't
Yeah.
nobody stop us. Couldn't
No.
nobody stop us. Nah, nah,
uh,
nah.
Do, do,
Couldn't nobody stop him. Then down low, couldn't nobody stop me up top.
so what was
Yeah.
y'all running? Center. What? Would you say y'all was the best 1-2 combo?
I was about to say about every grade, yeah.
Yeah.
I for surely,
Like
I could stamp that. I could
stamp
stamp
that.
it. I could
Okay.
stamp it.
So you go to when you sit out that. When do you play your sophomore year at Mount Eden?
I played my junior year at Mount Eden. My sophomore year, I ended up going out of state. I ended up moving to Georgia. You know, and I was kind of bummed out. I had to sit my sophomore year. Kind of had to went through a little depression trying to figure things out. You know
Of
what I mean? It
course.
was crushing the hoop. You know what I
Of
mean? All that type of stuff. You know, because I wasn't used to the politics. I was just a kid. You know, I just
Yeah.
you want to go to this school, you go to this school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I understand the whole process thing. Maybe if I would have understood, if I would just stuck it out. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Absolutely.
Um, but I didn't, and then I had to sit and had to deal with that. And so I went down south, stayed with my mom. You know, regroup, figure some things out, and try to come back blazing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Try to come back and regain my name because I already had built my name up from, you know, elementary, junior high school. So it was only about right they seen me in high school. You know
Of
what I'm saying?
course.
They're so used to me being dominant early on. You know what I mean?
Of
It's
course.
like an expectation thing building up. But so I tried to come back my junior year, and that's when I ended up going over to Mount Eden.
Okay.
Uh,
Talk to me about that.
Uh, but what got me to Mount Eden was crazy. Was this dude named Bird. I don't know if people remember Bird. You know,
Okay.
this dude named Bird with the Mount Eden. You know what I'm saying? He's from the same neighborhood that I was from in Oakland. You know, he
Yeah.
was a very, very influential guy. You know what I mean? I wanted kind of like to be just like him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, plus we was like family. So when he was up there and he heard about me coming back in town, he was instantly like, "Man, come over here, man." You know, and you know, next thing you know, I ended up going up there, and that's when I met Elijah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that was another dynamic duo right there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Uh,
what what was that? What was that season like coming back your junior year and playing against somebody like Diamond and them?
um, for me, honestly, that first game really against Hayward, they beat us. You know what I mean? Don't get me
Right.
wrong, they beat us. But for me, it was more of a like, y'all the reason why I had to sit. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to give y'all to you. I want to give y'all whatever y'all had coming my way. You know, even though it probably didn't turn out that way, they was stacked that year. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. D-
I
eh,
had to work a little hard, you know, to
Yeah.
improve myself. But that was my motivation. You know what I'm saying? That was my motivation. Every time I lined up, it didn't matter who, because most of them was my friends anyway that played on the team. So I had nothing against none of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just more I wanted to show y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Do you
Old school.
Well, is this that state championship Hayward team?
I believe so. Yep. Diamond
Okay.
Simpson. Yep. And they had Deshaun on there, Smelly on there. They had that beat I was on there. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah. Yeah.
most memorable game you coming back your junior year. What was your most memorable game that you remember that stands out in your mind? And maybe not your best game, but your most memorable game. It might have been a nice play you got.
Um, I would have to say when Mount Eden played De La Salle.
Tell me about
Played De La Salle, I think open around. I don't know how we even get there. I don't know how we got there. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right, right.
Uh, we was there and I was nervous as hell. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
big
definitely.
stuff. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, and this was Elijah's senior year. You
Mm,
know what I mean? I wanted to keep it going. I wanted to go hard for bruh.
yeah,
But I guess just getting out there and just watching Elijah just go crazy, bro.
yeah. Well, you remember what he had?
I, I mean, he had to have about a 30, 40 or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, he had damn near all our points,
yeah,
that's for sure. The only
yeah,
thing I did was make somebody fall on the court. That was my highlight. I mean, I made somebody fall. I ain't do too much, what I'm saying? I probably had my little 10 to 12 or something like that. But yeah, Elijah went off, bro. And it was amazing to watch, for real,
yeah.
for real.
Is it,
It was
it, it
amazing to watch.
is this at De La Salle or is this at Mount Eden?
At daylight. Yeah, this at daylight. It's
Okay.
at daylight.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
at daylight. That was probably one of my, I guess, biggest stage games that I didn't played on, for real, for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do
Yeah.
you remember seeing any college coaches in the stands?
Um, I don't know. I wouldn't really, I wasn't really probably paying attention. You know what I'm saying? If they
Yeah,
was, they probably weren't coming for me at that time. You know what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
you.
At
I
least
hear you.
I didn't think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, but nah, I was just playing ball, just playing for my brother, playing for my team at that point. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Um,
it.
Taking him out the right way. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah. What
That's about it.
what was that mindset coming back that year? Coming back from the South, coming back to the Bay, coming back home, haven't played in 2 years. You know, everybody that you know back home being successful in hoop, and you know that you're a boy, and you're supposed to be a part of that. What was the mindset?
It was tough, bro.
Yeah,
It was tough. It was a lot of doubting.
yeah,
Um, a lot of doubting, a lot of I had spurts of want to be an overachiever, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because I had of a point, I had a chip on my shoulder.
Right.
Even to this day, I got the chip. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I still got it on me, you know what I'm saying? But it was I had a lot of emotions. You feel what
yeah,
I'm saying? A lot of emotions. And being a little kid and trying to wrap your head around that and then trying to come back and serve. Um, it was a lot. I just wish I would have I wish I would have worked out more.
right.
That's one thing. I wish I would have dedicated my body to working out because I knew I had the skill set. I could have did, anything I wanted to on that court. At least I felt like that,
Yeah,
But I wish I would have trained my body more and came back, you know, bigger and better,
yeah,
mentally. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because I would have
Yeah.
attacked my schooling way better than what I did. I would have came back on a mission. And
Absolutely.
my first thought was get back, and that was the wrong thing. I think that was the wrong thought process. You feel what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
I think that
Uh,
process, yeah.
most points ever scored in a game that you can
Oh, shit.
remember. It's
Um,
probably, you know what I mean. I know it's games out there that you probably don't recall, but I know it's games in there that you do like.
uh,
Again,
it, it been some games I done went crazy a few times.
yeah.
Um, damn. It don't matter like what year, how old you was, or anything
No,
like
it
that.
don't matter. It don't matter.
Uh,
Just
I
one.
wasn't a super scorer, and I wasn't a super. I mean, I was a super scorer, but I wouldn't. I can't really say high school. You know, what I'm saying? I can't say high school. I really didn't put up a lot of points in high school, even though I was scoring the basket. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But
right.
I would probably have to say probably about say maybe about sixth grade. Me and beat out on the team. You know what I mean? We playing that Hera High. Some AAU team. We was playing for everybody back then.
Yeah,
He must have had about 40 rebounds. I must have had about 40 points because all he did was get the rebound, throw it out to me, and I'm going down there for the layup. But only reason why I remember that game because my pops was recording, and I remember walking over to the stat sheet and asked, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Asked, like, who points to the score, who points to the score? And I think it was about like 30 something. It was a
Uh,
high 30s. Yeah. But I was a sixth grader at that time, you know what I'm saying? So 30 points for a sixth grader
that's great.
seemed like a lot. Yeah, it
That's
seemed like a lot.
what. There's
That's
grown
about
men
it.
who don't get 30. That's great for a
Yeah,
sixth grade.
yeah,
That's a lot. That's a lot of points, man. That's impressive, bro.
yeah.
Real talk.
Right.
Give me give me
Yeah.
two players you love to play with.
Of course Elijah. Of
Elijah,
course Elijah. I love playing Elijah, man. I mean, he ain't never gonna quit on you ever. You know what
ever,
I'm saying? He's gonna
ever,
scrape and claw, bleed. You know what I'm saying?
ever.
Whatever got to be done, we're gonna get it done with him. I would have to say him. I need that.
Right.
Um, see, I played with damn near everybody,
Yeah, yeah,
especially I played with damn near everybody. I had glimpses of me and Matt dominant. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Me and
yeah, yeah.
Matt used to have matching Jordans back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Look, 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 look.
With the one high sock. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
had our days back then. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I had days with Dot. You know what I'm saying? We went to LA and won the championship. So
yeah. Talk.
and then I had my diamond days, you know what I'm saying? We was the top damn near everybody was coming up around there, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Of
and then I had my B dot days when we was younger, going traveling, LA, AAU. I
course.
mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Well,
It's hard. So let me see what I would need. You know what I'm saying? If I would need out of them, because them the main guys I always been
of
around.
course,
I'm gonna go out of them. Out of them,
they
I'm
both
gonna go
boys.
with Elijah. You know what I'm saying? And uh, it'd be a hard one out to beat out Matt because I might need that shooting from Matt. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I might need
man.
that shooting from Matt. I need that height from B dot. But
They both hell of a players. You know what I'm saying? For people that don't know, like you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
they both boys.
yeah,
Give
they
me,
boys.
give me two players you wish you could have played with. Maybe it's somebody in the league that you always matched up against. You like that game, but you never had the opportunity to actually play with them. But wish like, man, if I had, man, we could have made some noise. Or they probably came before you.
I got a dose Jamon, right, when I was in the eighth grade, we was playing for
Mm.
Hayward High JV Little Summer League, right?
Yeah,
And I was on my way going. I was playing
yeah,
eighth grade they JV Summer League with them. We had a few games that we was able to play with each other. I would say I would wanted to play with him because
yeah,
dude game was like, he was out to me, it seemed like an NBA's type game at that age. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Had everything in the bag. He had the
yeah.
hops, he had the shot, he had the dribble, had the IQ. So that's somebody I probably wish I could have, played around a little more.
Yeah.
Who else, man? Who else? Who else I used to like, man? I had a good game on, man. I didn't play with everybody that needed to be played with.
Oh,
Um,
say no more. I mean, you might, you know what I mean?
yeah,
You know what I mean? That might be it. Like if you
I mean,
play with everybody,
of course, Doc, one of the originals. You know what I'm
yeah, of
saying? Of
course.
course, I will always let her play with those guys again. That's part of the. That's day ones right there. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Give me
Yeah.
somebody that you know that you had to get in your bag every time you played them, where you knew they was coming with it.
Hmm.
Because again, you played the All Star game. I mean, you played against the OAL, the HAL. You got your Josh Acosta's, you got your Chris Bush, you got your Matt Bush.
That was nasty.
Yeah,
That was nasty. That was nasty. I really didn't care about none of them. Like, I really wasn't tripping because I always felt like I was a dog too. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
really I didn't felt like the names never took me because I always because I'm a hooper. So it's like, okay, you get a bucket, I know I can get a bucket. You know what I'm saying?
straight
You
up.
can't stop me. I mean, I probably can't stop you, but it was vice versa. So I never um really cared. I'm
Right.
like, this dude, I'm like,
What
nah,
what
but
a- what a-
go ahead.
what about team? Maybe not a player, but maybe the team. They just I know I gotta be on my toes. They come into play.
Well, I would say one player, I mean, kind of, I would say Deshaun Smelly. Like when that year he made me want to play.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
knew I had to go, I knew he was there. Like he was at that time, like I said, that was my redemption. At that
yeah,
time, that team was, on top of my list. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I had everybody on there. And from they top to bottom, and he was that guard. So I knew I had to go through him and
yeah,
and show that if I could get through him, you know what I'm saying? That basically I am him. You know what I mean? Because he was dominant that year.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He was one of the dominant point guards that time right there.
yeah, yeah. For
You know?
surely. Okay.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
You played against some of them boys.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
knowing the knowledge that you have now, would you still had went to Mount Eden? if you could go to any high school across the world, having a game and knowing the knowledge that you have, what high school would you have went to? If it was like a college situation.
You know what? I wish I probably would have did, and I had the me and Pops had the chance. You know what I'm saying, to get out there, go make that Tennyson thing happen. To hook back up with the originals. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Me, God, Matt.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I think I think that's I think I should have went with I think I should have went with my day ones. You know what I'm saying? I think
yeah,
I should have went with my day ones when my day ones was going. When they did their Monroe thing, I think I should have went there too.
yeah,
The Tennyson thing, I think I should have went there too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
To be honest,
yeah.
to be
Oh,
honest.
yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all would have been cold. You, Doc, Matt, then Mark, Archer.
yeah,
Y'all would have been a problem, especially your junior and your senior year too.
yeah. That would
Oh,
have been nasty.
yeah, you boys would have been nice. Oh, oh, okay. Say no more. What,
Yeah,
what?
that would have been nasty right there.
Yeah, y'all would have been nice. Yeah. What was your best year? What would you say was your best year playing? Uh,
Um,
from your senior year and down. What was your best year in playing? To you.
well, my junior year was, I would have to say, was all about Elijah, because
Yeah.
I would say I had the most fun.
Okay.
Um, but our coach was so strict, on shooting jump shots that I really couldn't pull out a lot of my arsenal. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He wanted
Yeah.
to pound the ball down low to easy, 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was still playing with my dog. It was still fun playing with my dog. Um, I would say my senior year, I was getting being a little hard headed with my coach, but he kind of towards the end started letting me be free. You
Yeah.
know, and I guess the last little part was pretty much fun, because then I was able to show him that I can put up these dubs, I can put up these 18s, these 16s on a consistent basis.
Right.
You just got to just let me do me sometimes.
Absolutely. Do
But
do you feel that coaches put shackles on players' games sometimes where they
oh
don't
yes,
allow them to be them?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
it is. Especially when they're old fashioned coach, you know,
mm, mm,
and it's just a lot of if they down low dominant. You know what I mean? If they down low dominant as a guard, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna want you to get the ball down low, and you got to work off everything off that. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
I like the fast paced typ game. You know what I'm saying? We
absolutely.
get out and go. You know?
Absolutely. Run and gun. That's the type of game I like too. I like. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Listen, this part of the segment is no right or wrong answer. It's just your opinion.
Okay. Let's get into it.
Who wins this matchup, Tom? 96 Bulls, 0-1 Lakers, or the Warriors when they have KD? Who wins this matchup?
Oh, so I was a Bulls fan.
Mhm.
Everybody was a Jordan fan. It's hard to go against them Bulls.
That's a fact.
Um, really can't say too much about the Lakers. I wasn't really a Laker fan, even though I like Kobe.
Okay,
Everybody loved Kobe. But
of course.
uh, the way the game is today, I don't think the Bulls would have lasted 4 quarters with them Warriors. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. All right.
Um, and then Shaq, ain't that they had Shaq too? It was Shaq and Kobe, right?
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
don't think the Warriors could have dealt with Shaq. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they had Schumer, Robert Ory, D. Fish. You know what I mean? So I would say Lakers though. Even though I wasn't a Laker fan, I'd rather say Lakers. Yeah,
Okay. All right. All right. Shaq and Kobe, or Shaq and Penny?
with Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe. Okay.
God, I love a big man.
Say no. Say no more. Tim Duncan or Kevin Garnett?
KG.
KG. All right. You needed three. You got all these players in a prime. Who takes this last shot? Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, Steph Curry, or Larry Bird? Who you drawing it up for, Tom?
It got to be out of Ray or Reggie.
Mm,
Uh, Damn. I'm drawing up for Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, Jesus, you can't go wrong.
I'm drawing up for Jesus, man. I'm drawing up for Jesus, man. We're gonna see if it's gonna work.
listen, you can't go wrong. You taking the Splash Bros
Mhm.
or you taking TMC?
TMC, who was that? That's
That's what
Old School Warriors, right?
the old school
Yeah.
Warriors. Yep, yep.
Chris Webber, Mullen, and Tim Hardaway. Okay. All the Splash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Splash.
All right, say no more. I just had to ask. That was no right or wrong answer.
I didn't see too much of that game. You know, I seen a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Chris Mullen was back then for real, for real. I knew a little bit about Chris Webber, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no Mullen.
I,
Yeah.
I, I respect it. Trust me, I respect it. No, it's no right or wrong answer. Give me your top five of all time, or and one coming off the bench. If you the coach, you could get any players in any era. Who you about to grab? One
It's
coming
NBA?
off the bench.
That's
Any era.
NBA?
Yep, in NBA.
Okay. I'm going with AI for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with KG.
Okay.
So um I don't want people to think I gotta take Step just because I gotta take Step. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, for sure.
Yeah,
It's your team.
it's my team.
It's
Right,
your
right,
team.
right. It's my team. I don't know what's telling me to go with Luca. You know, it's Luca. I'm gonna go with Luca.
All right. All right,
I'm gonna
Luca,
go with
KG,
Kobe. I'm
Kobe.
gonna go with Kobe.
Give me two more.
Uh, Come on, Tony. You ain't got this ain't shit be that hard.
It's tough when it's on the spot. That's how it be.
Uh, who else? Who else? Who else?
We got AI,
We got
KG,
AI.
KG, Luca, Kobe,
Hey, Luka, Kobe. Of course, you got to go with Jordan. Okay,
Jordan.
we go
We
J
need one
Jordan.
more.
All right, we go with Jordan. I need a. You know what? I'm gonna go Penny.
Penny. I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna go Penny in his prime.
We're going okay. We're going small ball. Say no more. I like it. Give
Yeah.
me, give me. I'm gonna give you a mixture up. Matter of fact, give me the HAL. Same thing. HAL. Any era. Yo, including yourself, give me five more guys that you're going to go play with. You're taking these five guys from the HAL, any era, and you're going to make some noise.
Okay. I mean that's easy because you know I'm gonna go with the day one. I'm taking Dot and Elijah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go with Matt, and I'm gonna go with Dot. I'm gonna go with myself. Um,
One more.
my next person who I want to bring with me, I'm gonna go Diamond. Let's go.
Say no more. Say no more. What
Yeah.
would you still take this same five if you could mix it with the OAL and the HAL? Is there anybody from the
Uh,
OAL that you like? Man, I would have took.
nah, I mean, nah, I take my guys. I take those guys against the OAL. I
Of
take those guys, even though it was some dogs over there.
course.
Like the boy from Tech over there. He went to North Carolina. I forget his name.
Q, Q.
Q. Yeah, he was real nice, Mr. No turnovers. You know, I liked that about this game.
Nice.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah.
I used to want his height. You know, that height, dribbling that ball like that was rare around them times. You know what I
Man,
mean?
absolutely, man. He had the vision. He could do all that, man. He could pass, and people always act like Q couldn't shoot. He could score. He could shoot. Like he really was a true point guard. To be honest
He
with
was
you,
a point guard. He
you know what I'm
was a
saying?
point
It's
guard. That boy Kellogg was something nice over there too. You
man,
know,
Antonio.
uh, Tim.
Mondo, Q, Deuce.
Yeah.
Man, there was a few of them boys that man again. I just Josh Acosta that went to Castlemont, bro, was handles just just
Yeah.
matter of fact. I want to say I think it was y'all senior year when y'all played the All-Star game.
Right.
Yeah, I remember seeing y'all, man.
Right.
Oh man.
Right. I
Oh,
had to take it too, because that was a home base. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did y'all take it that year? Or
Um
or did y'all lose? What
I,
happened?
I think we won one and I think we lost one, I
Okay.
believe. I think it was like a little 2-day tournament or some shit like that.
Right,
I
right,
think we won our first one for sure.
right, right.
And I think we lost our second one. I don't know if it was to them or it was another little, little conference or something like that. But we for sure won one. We for
Say
sure
no
won our first games. Yeah.
say no
Yeah.
more. Best advice a coach ever gave you. That still stick with you today, Tone.
Um, the game, 90% mental, you know?
Mm, mm,
No matter about how athletic you is, no matter about, if you could jump out the gym, shoot out the gym. If coaches can't put you in these X's and O's and trust you to be in them right spots, I mean, you will get overlooked.
that's a
You
fact.
know, you will get overlooked
Uh,
by
uh,
somebody that you consider, that you way better than them. They ain't got no, that you could beat them one-on-one any day, but
yeah,
it don't matter.
yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
have it up here, man. You gotta know the game.
You
Gotta
got you
know
got you gotta have it up there. What's something you miss about the game?
I wouldn't just say just playing, I would guess playing for something, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause I could just play all day. I could play right now. You know what
yeah,
I mean? One
yeah,
thing I miss about it, we playing for something, that gets me going, In season, we was playing to be the best. We was playing to get recognized, playing to get that championship. We playing to boost your career, that part.
yeah, yeah,
I think the grind is more what I like about the game, just in order to game. The game just it is what it is,
yeah, yeah.
3 minutes. That's really all you got. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I think I fell in love with like everything chasing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What something you would this Tone? What would you tell the younger Tone going into your junior year, going into your senior year? What would this Tone tell that Tone?
I would have told myself, trust the process,
Yeah,
stay away from them girls,
yeah, 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 yeah,
buckle down in school. And
yeah,
if I would have, I don't think I really believed that I had something, or could have went somewhere to the point where I knew I couldn't go nowhere. That makes
mm, mm, mm. Damn, that's deep.
right. So I would tell my younger self, like, dude, you can be somewhere. The
Yeah,
stuff that you chasing right now, it is, a light at the end of that tunnel. It ain't just another light. You just go keep going, going, going. It's something that you're gonna be able to walk through that door.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
Um, I wish I would have told myself that. I would have stuck it out. I would have hit the books harder. I would have trained harder. I would have left a lot of distractions alone.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
who knows what tone that could have been? Because I was dangerous.
uh,
You know.
yeah. I know, I know you was dangerous for surely, for surely, for
Yeah.
surely, for surely.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sure.
what would you tell a kid going that probably didn't have the grades to make it to a university that's going to the community college? What would you tell him?
Um, like I say, it's still a light. It's still a light. You just got to really put your head down. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And just like I say, if that's something that you really want to chase, it got to be something that nobody in this world can throw you off that. Nobody, even when um it seemed like it's a lost cause, or people consider you crazy for doing that. You're taking your last 20 to get on the bus to go train.
yeah,
If it's meaningful to you, you got to keep pushing. No
yeah.
matter where you start, it's how you finish, man. You
That's
know?
That's a fact.
How you start is how you finish, man. Ain't nobody gonna really care about the story until once you get there, and when you blow it up, then they gonna want to know about your background. But
Yeah.
once you're there already. You know, you
Yeah.
walk in the gym with all those people, they gonna look at you like another 5-star. They ain't gonna know where you come from. Like this 5-star building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You must be one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know the struggle. Just keep
Yeah.
going.
Period.
Go for real.
Who who would you say you modeled your game around? If it was a player in the league, if you could compare your game to a player that's in the league, who would you compare it to?
Well, my pops used to always want me to play defense like Gary Payton. Um, he used to nickname me the Bumblebee. So I used to be around there buzzing around, trying to get all kind of steals and stuff
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I used to idolize my handles off, I would say AI. You know,
Mm,
I had the braids, you know what I'm saying?
of course. Of
Uh,
course.
yeah. So I would say about AI. Yeah. AI a little mixed in with a little Gary Payton.
Say no more. Toughest player you ever seen play that's from the Bay
That I ever seen play,
that you watch physically with your own eyes where you like this boy
it
is
was
raw.
nice.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
it might be two. Somebody that just pop in your head when you think of basketball.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I had a little, you know, I was working out and with Barry Magic one time. This when I was trying to come on my little comeback. It's like towards the end of sophomore, I just came down from summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, let me test this AAU thing out. So you know, I kind of went off. You know, like I said, I've been gone, so I wasn't in a circuit really no more. So I'm like, let
Yeah.
me see if I can just throw my name around, try to, you know,
Yeah.
luck up on one of these teams or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, uh, Kellogg was on that team,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And he crossed me over. He ain't crossed me over bad, but he ended up taking it to the hole and dunking, right?
Ugh.
And it woke my game up.
Yeah.
At that moment, I'm like, these niggas is real.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no more just you can shake and do all this, and it's a that woke me up.
Yeah.
Like, remember, I was gone. So when I came back to the Bay, you know, I'm playing out there a little bit. They ain't nowhere near, you know what I'm saying?
Of
So when I
course.
come back to the Bay and I see cats doing that, I'm like, wow. And bro was tough. He was older than me. He was on his way out. You know what I'm saying?
Tough though.
But
Tough.
he was tough. He was
Tough.
tough. He was tough, bro.
Tough.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought around that time that was, that was probably one of the players I probably was first start trying to follow after. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to see how his UConn career went. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Yeah.
was really interested in him because I ain't gonna lie, bro. He was one of the toughest around at that time.
Bro.
I, I, I
Bro,
was,
it's tough. Tough.
yeah,
Tough.
yeah. He woke my game up.
I
For
bet.
sure, for sure.
I bet.
Let it be known that it was a big man's league that I was coming back into. You know what I'm saying? That I had to work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Best
Yeah.
AAU team you played for.
Barry Stormers, man. X beat out.
Period.
X
Period.
beat out.
Uh,
Yeah, Tony Brown, man, from Oakland.
yeah.
X
Yeah.
beat out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you
Li-
mean? He got spot. Yeah.
Listen, who was on this? Listen, the time getting ready to go out, but who do you remember the
Uh,
squad?
oh shit, we was young. I know it was me, beat out, some dude named Craig. I think he was out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
See the dude to this day. I do see him to this day. It was a couple, it was a few people, man. But yeah, I would have to say the Barrier Stormers, man. Barrier Stormers for
Listen,
sure, for sure.
say no more, man. The time getting ready to go out. I just
Oh,
want to
man.
say, Tom,
Appreciate
I
it.
had to get you on here. It wouldn't been
Yeah,
right if I did this show and didn't have you on here, man. Period.
all right,
You
man.
was
I
a baller,
appreciate
bro.
it.
It was an
Man.
honor, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for
Thank
taking the
you.
time, my brother. It's
For
love.
sure. For sure.
I tap in
All
with you,
right.
Tom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Brother. And there it is. There it is. There it is. Capiche? Finito. Molto bella.